Hello YouTube! So glad to see you guys again. I think it's been a month since my last video and I've gone completely missing on YouTube. I'm sorry for letting you guys hanging. To be honest, you guys haven't been missing much except for that I went traveling to Japan. I just came back 2 days ago. I have depleted my saving account, but I think it was worth it. I think it was worth every penny I would spend on the money that I've got on traveling. Anyways, back to Japan. Good morning everyone and welcome to Osaka, Japan. And in this very special chapter of the vlog, I am going to do Japan. I'm currently in my super small hotel room where it literally fits one bed and that's it. That's the entire width of the room. Well, except for this tiny little hallway. I'm actually not traveling alone. I'm going with my family. And my family, it's traveling from Vietnam and I was traveling from Canada, and we reunite here in Japan, which I think is a wonderful and cool idea. And our first destination in Japan is obviously Osaka, and then we're going to Kyoto and then Tokyo and going home from there. 1 week, it's obviously not nearly enough to discover Japan, but that's kind of like on the time that we can manage at the moment. Seattle Best Coffee, it's gonna be my first stop I've ever made in Osaka City. One thing that I noticed right away is how much Japanese people love vending machines. They could be found literally everywhere. Look at this scooter. How Japanese is that? I guess they use it for food delivery. And look, it's like one corner of the street and there are 4 vending machines. I'm currently at the Dontobori area, which is like the downtown of Osaka. Honestly, guys, it was like what street in Hanoi? That hit. And that was when my battery decided to die. The street food scene in Osaka, it's obviously amazing. Didn't get to explore it much, unfortunately, but I did try the infamous takoyaki, which is like a pastry stuffed with octopus. It was amazing. I had takoyaki another time in Tokyo, but the one in Osaka was my favorite. We went to, what is that called? Shinsekai neighborhood, which is like an old neighborhood of Osaka. It feels traditional yet modern at the same time, and there were just so much color and so much nightlife there. So then we made our transition by train to Kyoto, and I think I fell in love with Kyoto's. It was love at first sight, let's just put it that way. What I love about traveling to different cities within a country is that you can really feel the different vibes, the different atmospheres that the cities exude, that just, you know, the vibes that are emanated from different cities. It was raining cats and dogs yesterday. Kind of awkward to walk around. It's actually very inconvenient, but it doesn't make the experience any less fantastic. I've only been here for 1 day, but I'm rapidly falling in love with the city. It it's absolutely breathtaking. So beautiful and quaint, and there's just something so charming and charismatic about it. What I think is really cool about Kyoto is that they turned small alleys or street into a mall. Like the Nishiki market that we went to yesterday, it was actually a small alley. Ooh. It's so fluffy. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. I'm literally speechless. It's so good. It's so good. I think we need to go back and buy like a whole box. My thought in planning the trip to Japan this time is that there were going to be a lot of tourists on the main tourist attraction. So the idea is to take a few side trips from on the main areas of interest to see like a more authentic side of Osaka. Japan. We're taking the train to Nara. We just finished visiting Todaiji Temple. I believe it is the temple with the largest wooden hole and the largest copper Buddhist statue or something like that. It's a very old temple, so tranquil when you walk into it. And I'm normally not one who is into religious places such as temples or shrines, whatever, but I absolutely love that place. In the afternoon, we took another side trip to Uji, which was a very small and tucked in village that is specialized in making matcha. And matcha, it's my favorite. I was not disappointed. It was my favorite spot in Japan that I've been in so far. I just felt so content when I was like wandering around in Uji. I would really love for myself to be buried there when I die. I feel like it's a good place to be buried in. Then we went to Tokyo, and on the laid-back, down-to-earth vibe was gone. It is busy everywhere. And honestly, riding the metro in Tokyo, it's kind of like a terrifying experience. We started the day at around 7 a.m. fully thinking that by this time the train would be empty. It was packed, and we went home somewhere around 11 at night. It was packed. So next, I'm gonna show you on the stuff that I bought in Japan. I'm not gonna be showing everything because there are a lot of like random shits that I don't think you guys would be interested in, so only the cool stuff. It's all in this bag. Okay, so I have way too much matcha in tea bag form. I also have matcha in powder eye drop. Another eye drop. How cute are they? These are the things that you should buy in Japan. They feel like ice, and that is an amazing sensation. Toothbrush. I love tiny toothbrushes, and toothbrushes in Japan are the tiniest. So this is an even tinier toothbrush than the one I just showed you. This little hat, which I love. and this is gonna be very handy for me to kind of walk around city. And the last part, which is the most exciting, hockey. They have insane packaging. How beautiful is it? I literally kept this one, an empty box of Pockies, just because the packaging is so pretty. So yeah, that concludes my Japan diary slash vlog slash rambling. And it wasn't the easiest trip by any means. I got into a little bit of issues with my plane tickets on the way back. But I would go through all of that and so much more if I got to do it again. I would love to come back to Japan as soon as possible. It's a really rare occasions where I got to travel with a lot of my family because everybody has their own life. It wasn't easy for all of us to gather together like that. This trip was a much needed vacation for me to kind of inject a little bit of creative juices back into my life, and I feel like, yeah, finally got it back. So I'm excited for more videos to come, and I will see you guys next time.